Greetings to all of my dear audience. My name is Keshia Annabell Celestia Lumban Tobing. I am from Penabur, Kota, Wisata, Sophomore High School. Before I begin with my speech, let us all take a moment to be grateful to God because it is by His blessing that we are able to be here today listening to my speech in a healthy state. Today I'll be delivering a speech with the topic being, what do I expect from school? Now, as a student, I've grown to realize that school takes up an adequate amount of influence in one's development as a person. I think this shouldn't be too surprising because we spent most of our childhood and our teenage years going to school. I think this means it is of the utmost importance that a school has 4 of these qualities. First, excellent education. Second, a comfortable environment for every student. Third, character development. And fourth, the attention to every student's potential and to push that potential to the fullest. Now, excellent education. I think this is the most important of all of them. After all, education is the first thing anyone would associate school with. And I think schools should offer a wide variety of worthwhile and useful subjects as their curriculum. And of course, you can't just have a good curriculum to have a good education. I think teaching method also plays a big role in this because no matter how great the curriculum of the school is, if the teaching method is ineffective, then no student will want to study. The teaching method has to be conducive and intuitive. It has to make students fall in love with studying and intrigue them with the subject. For example, when all a teacher does is do presentation and gives assignments as their form of teaching, this is counterintuitive and ineffective because eventually the students will get bored of it. Maybe the teachers could incorporate quizzes or watching videos related to the material, maybe group discussions to improve their teaching method. Moving on, comfortable environment for every student. I think we all can agree that students need a welcoming, accepting, and comfortable environment to study properly. Comfortable environments can be achieved through hiring the correct people as school staffs, as this will ensure that the students will not get any mistreatments from any of the school staffs. I also think that comfortable environments can be achieved through having equipped and complete school facilities. I also think that character development has a contribution to creating a comfortable environment. Not only does character development has a contribution to creating a comfortable environment for students, it also helps students become better individuals and shape their characters into commendable characters. I think this can be achieved through teaching them the correct etiquettes and manners. For example, getting to class on time, respecting the teachers and other school staffs, attending every class, and etc., etc. I think it can also be achieved through giving them anti-bullying guidelines, as it will teach them to be kind and accepting and to not be discriminative of others. And then last, but definitely not least, the attention to every student's potential and to push that potential to the fullest. And I'm aware this might be quite difficult for schools to execute, but I think if it is executed properly, it will be very, very helpful. I think we're all aware of the Albert Einstein quote, which is, everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life thinking that it is stupid. I think this is the issue with schools nowadays. I think some students are not meant to excel at a certain subjects, just like how fishes are not meant to climb trees. I think that instead of focusing on what students are not good at and forcing them to excel at all of them, I think we should focus on what students are good at and try to push and develop that potential of them to the fullest. Now, this marks the end of my speech. I hope it was at least helpful and maybe thought-provoking in some way. I apologize if there was any mistake during the delivery of my speech, and I genuinely thank you for sparing a little of your time to pay attention to my speech that is far from perfect. Thank you very much.